Wholesalers and retailers of pharmaceutical products in Imphal city suffer losses of about rupees 15 crore due to the recent flood. Seeks assistance from relevant department of government. Fear of another flood as monsoon approaches northeast region. Urges government to take necessary steps to fix vulnerable river banks before the onset of monsoon in the state. An Election Commission of India initiates necessary security arrangement for counting of votes, directs for deployment of security forces in few states in order to prevent post-poll violence. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Sunday Primetime English Bulletin. I'm BABINA HAJARIMAYUM bringing you the top stories and latest news at this hour. Wholesale and retail shops in Imphal city selling pharmaceutical products have reportedly incurred a loss of about rupees 15 crore due to the recent flood. Speaking in this regard at its office in Gambhir Singh Shopping Complex, General Secretary of Association for Wholesaler and Retailer of Pharmaceutical Products, Thokchom Dizamani said, medicines and other pharmaceutical products could not be shifted out of the shops as flooding occurred suddenly, and due to that, medicines and other pharmaceutical products get soaked in the flood water. While some of losses can be recovered through consultations with all India organizations of chemists and druggists, all in all, over rupees 10 crore will be lost. While seeking assistance from relevant departments of government, Thokchom Dizamani also urged people in the state to not engage in panic buying of medicines. He gave assurance that the association will make all necessary arrangements to make medicines available to people of Manipur.
High river about 15 crore of Hida Mang Vida Singje 100% return to the arrow almost 10 crore Mayati or 10 crore plus the Mangan. Return high Hujuran Ginati, Masi process am Jangani, Mo Hidalang Taxe, Kermon, the Sopuno Kermon, the Mangono, Hybiji, and Rangamu, and Tau Marimatum Janarkini. Tamjaning Budi, Lady Poche, Aquay, Shena, Aquay Hidaki, Wabaji, Kitangi, Mayona, Pay Adubu, Hitang Mange, and Hida Pangri, Hybigi, Man, Mi Pai, and Hen, Lesson Bocosum, Bigano, Aduna, Aquay, Hidaki, Posumam, and Helagas Julo, Yonzu Yolo. In the wake of floods in Manipur, a rumor had surfaced that wholesale outlets in Pauna Bazar Masjid Road area are hiking the prices of commodities. In connection with this, Impact News visited Pauna Bazar Masjid Road and interacted with customers and shop owners to find out the truth, during which customers had revealed that prices of commodities have not been hiked. Several shops at Pauna Bazar have also suffered damage and loss due to flood. Prices of some of the commodities have marginally gone up, but most of the items have been sold at the same price as it was before the flood.
I know low of okay, my hand there. I don't got low of okay, woman, how was the neck have given. I know you biscuit combo, mana gumba, Alachi gumba. I think lady Nadi Gumba, two machines to find the so she hang a trade, you hang a lamu beside the lane. How can my customer customer even in my dear wedding a table?
Biscuit item, tail, bujia item, every fruity, cocoa is a item. सब दाम तो पहले का ही रेट है, कोई दाम ज़्यादा बढ़ा नहीं है। कस्टमर्स को तो हम लोग सब पहले के वो लोग भी ले जा रहा है, कोई कस्टमर भी पूछे, कोई सब पहले का नहीं, हम लोग का तो सब पहले का ही रेट है, कोई इसमें दूध वगैरह है सब पहले का ही रेट है। गलमरा का आइटम तो हम लोग का नहीं है, सब दूध आइटम है, कोई बढ़ा नहीं है रेट, पहले का ही रेट है सब।
All Manipur Women's Voluntary Association Amawova and Poirei Lemerol Merapaibi Apunba Manipur have appealed shop owners and traders in the state to not raise the prices of commodities by taking advantage of the recent flood situation in the state. Both the organizations have been extending assistance to flood affected people in the state. Speaking on the sideline of relief material distributions at Sega Road, Konzeng Hazari Lekai, President of Amawova, Y. Kunjarani said people of Manipur have gone through a lot of hardships since May last year. She urged government to fix the prices of commodities in view of the destruction caused by flood. Also speaking on the sideline, Secretary of Poirei Lemerol, Thongam Apabi Lema said the two women organizations will continue to provide help to flood-affected people of the state with the aim to build a sense of unity among people.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯀꯔꯕꯥꯔ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯡꯅꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯏꯔꯝꯗꯝꯁꯦ ꯑꯁꯨꯝꯃꯇꯤꯛ ꯋꯥꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯁꯦꯟꯗꯣꯡꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯈꯜꯂꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯍꯥꯟꯅ ꯂꯧꯁꯤꯜꯂꯒ ꯂꯩꯍꯧꯕ ꯄꯣꯠꯇꯣ ꯃꯃꯜ ꯋꯥꯡꯅ ꯌꯣꯟꯕꯁꯦ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯌꯣꯟꯕꯤꯒꯅꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯁꯤꯃ ꯑꯩ ꯑꯄꯤꯜ ꯇꯧꯖꯔꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯏꯆꯥꯎꯅ ꯋꯥꯔꯕꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯗ ꯃꯇꯦꯡ ꯄꯥꯡꯕꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯈꯜꯂꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯍꯥꯟꯅꯒꯤ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯔꯦꯠꯇ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯀꯠꯊꯣꯛꯄꯤꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯌꯣꯟꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯄꯣꯠ ꯆꯩꯒꯤ ꯃꯃꯜ ꯍꯦꯟꯒꯠꯂꯛꯏꯕ ꯏꯁꯤꯡ ꯏꯆꯥꯎꯒꯤ ꯑꯋꯥꯕ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕꯁꯦ ꯉꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯄꯥꯜꯂꯤꯕ ꯂꯩꯉꯥꯛ ꯑꯁꯤꯅ ꯌꯦꯡꯁꯤꯟꯕꯤꯔꯛꯑꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯁꯤꯡꯕꯨ ꯂꯩꯉꯥꯛꯀꯤ ꯁꯥꯏꯠꯇꯒꯤ ꯃꯃꯜ ꯍꯦꯟꯅ ꯌꯣꯟꯗꯅꯅꯕꯒꯤ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯕꯤꯌꯨ
ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔ ꯃꯤꯌꯥꯝꯒꯤ ꯃꯇꯝ ꯁꯥꯡꯅ ꯃꯤꯌꯥꯝꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯊꯧꯗꯣꯛ ꯋꯥꯊꯣꯛ ꯀꯌꯥꯗ ꯏꯁꯨ ꯀꯌꯥꯗ ꯃꯥꯡꯖꯤꯟ ꯊꯥꯅ ꯆꯠꯆꯔꯛꯄ ꯑꯃ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯟꯗꯛꯀꯤ ꯑꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯇꯧꯐꯝ ꯊꯣꯛꯄ ꯏꯊꯧꯅꯤ ꯈꯜꯂꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯇꯧꯖꯕꯅꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯁꯤꯗ ꯃꯤꯌꯥꯝꯅꯁꯨ ꯑꯄꯦꯟ ꯄꯦꯟꯗ ꯅꯥꯏꯕꯤꯗꯅ ꯍꯔꯥꯎ ꯇꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯂꯧꯕꯤꯌꯨ.
Thangmaiban MLA Khumukcham Joy Kisan says cleanup work have been initiated at flood-affected areas of Tangal Bazar to prevent outbreak of diseases. MLA Joy Kisan said this on the sideline of a cleanliness program which was conducted by BJP Thangmaiban Mandal at Tangal Bazar and at few places in Thangmaiban constituency which were inundated by the flood. Speaking to media persons, Joy Kisan informed about plans of holding cleanliness program in other places as well. He maintained that officials at level have been instructed to carry out cleanliness drive. He said he had discussed with the Chief Minister to bring permanent solutions to curb inundation in Thangmaiban constituency as many of the localities in the constituency get flooded during monsoon due to waterlogging and shrinking of Naga Nala. The Thangmaiban MLA also highlighted that many of the places in Thangmaiban area are still submerged and a pump is being deployed to drain out flood water from Koyathong. Joy Kisan assured to provide every possible assistance to flood victims.
Thangmaiban ke hek leriba drain ge sida koi by the end of 2025 gi loimak drain chanba ngamni bisi mai samyam la thamjage aro khwai maru esi huji immediately ising ichau si loira kanda patha putra ku mayam sina laina tina tholokpa yaba sing phatam masem se masidi attention akoina pijabani akoi huji water logging leriba Thangmaiban ge area yam leiri koi huji promote ba hojare khwathong da koi chang water lady sing se koi sing chingthoga koi kanghan bagi adu mathang da koi gi bazaar gi dem ko mathang koi gi pamot yam thuna dum tawrani ngasi nong ni sai tare natural calamity makhalam ni sai tare masi su ar masi koi lan thengnar ba koi chapchana thengnari praja gi awana mayam da koi su chapchana share tawjari ma do koi su ai gi site gi amsung ai government gi site gi ena su tanar ga koi angam mateng praja gi mateng pangnai si mai thamjage.
Also speaking on the sideline, BJP Thangmaiban Mandal President Mutum Rajendra lauded locals of Thangmaiban and the Bazaar community for taking part in the cleanliness drive. He said the cleanliness drive will continue. On the other hand, on behalf of the Bazaar community, one Bandana Chaudhary heaped praise on MLA Joy Kisan for helping flood-affected people.
Awana tarma tam na thaman mandal ke khone kai khumne chir ba on mele ka tana zaraga mandal na to ba ba pang ba ba mateng khutma pang ba jung so koi mandal na akan ba mong da sa jari asuguma thorong asi dei sta miam na thaman ka gi lei ba praja sing sina mandal gi praja sing sina khoi bu so jok pi na asuguma rule na thamna ba jong ta lai na tina chendan ma khona jar ba angam mateng pang biu.
सुबह से खुद लगे हुए लग के पूरा थंगल बाजार को पूरा क्लीन करवा रहे हैं. एक एक ड्रेनेज जहाँ जहाँ ब्लॉकेज है सब तामो खुद वहाँ पे जाके सबके साथ जाके मतलब मैंने मेरा लाइफ में ऐसा एमएलए मिनिस्टर मैंने कहीं नहीं देखा है. तामो को मैं जितना थैंक यू बोलूं उतना कम है. हमारा जो एमएलए मिनिस्टर है मतलब इतने हम लोग इतने सारे ब्लेस्ड है हम बाजार मार्केट वाले.
Manipur is yet to recover from the trail of destruction left by the recent incessant rain owing to cyclone Remal. And even as the state still reels under the effect of one flood, another is looming as southwest monsoon is advancing towards northeast India after its early onset on the coast of Kerala. Impact News brings you a special report.
Cyclone Remal brought heavy rainfall to Manipur and other parts of northeast, leaving a trail of destruction including loss of lives and properties. Riverbanks have collapsed and some areas in the state are still inundated and are submerged in the water. Water from Imphal River and Nambul River overflowed and its banks had also collapsed at few stretches, and that wreaked havoc on various places of Imphal West and Imphal East district. Cyclone Remal has left the embankment of various rivers in the state in a very dangerous and vulnerable condition. If they are not fixed before the onset of monsoon in the state, a threat of another disaster is looming largely in the state. Khairapam Devendra, a resident of Laifrakam under Wangoi constituency, said water level of Nambul river has come down. However, the river stretch near Laifrakam and Iram Sifai is still in vulnerable condition. He urged relevant authority to take necessary measures in this regard.
Fazana Mong Tana Sembaga, Harihena, Handaki season, the board pilot training on the Nangdusu, and the season the Prajaji, the Mipai, Pokta Baya among the circus site, the government site, the Gate honorable sign, Emelena, Sinbidaga, and Tang Sang, Sapaba, Lampela, Canomo in the Mong when Upton Prajani site, the examining the Apambele.
Haisnam Gyanesor Mangang, who is a resident of Top Upokpi under Wangoi constituency, expressed fear and uncertainty as Nambul river bank at Top Upokpi could collapse again in the wake of another deluge. He said the recent flood caused by Cyclone Remal exposed the weak embankment of Nambul river at Top Upokpi area. The river bank collapsed and it took 3 days for Arambai Tengol volunteers to seal the broken river bank. He said locals have been demanding a concrete retaining wall along the river bank from a very long time, but their demands have not been fulfilled. Ganesor is not confident enough to admit that the existing river bank could withstand another heavy rainfall.
Matang ising isaw mula dia dum kudung tinngay. Masina wer ka ji kul mari mga ji ising ki bakte iroi ba santa na kasongwang dum sungwarang dum kai ri kung taru makai adai ta ura lale ju Arambai gi silno yam lakna kan honabi to bobi je adu sigi matakta ko gi sala lokol na amagal masjidu sidi han kudung tibe na matangi saw mung lak pa jadi sungsoi dan sakkar gan
yi khoi normal MLA na wangoi dine khoi pokui ba lambi je yam nungai na ras thaba dagi handak ising chaugi awa bala kadu ko to lambi je class la e phadana lambi kai gum ka yer ga ju khoi lambi je phabani na posai puthok pochin do ga ju yam problem kasu lai kai no hidu khoi khale
Litan Tong Hai Kang Nei Kwen Majorom di follow Thong Paul Lakuji, Siong Nung Tabi Ga Meter Songa Nung Taraga, Lebachi Honjan Bayarakanda, Department Pep Wak Dungam the Nakogi, Sig GI Pipe Soba, Inchi Mangagi GI Pipes, Loga GI Pipes, Tingakanda, Humni Shubunu Tangamakuni Quasi. Honorable Wangwe Si, Kurajim Lokelgi Yam Sauba, Magi, Topom Topo Diet, Long Masakanga Tobirapa, Machino Dusui, Lekaidam and Kaisaki Tagatpa, Mangonda, Emeleva, Tarpom Tochi, Adubu, Maru Wapam di, High Batavasi, Akogi, rainy season Gimangwina, Cyclone Ramal, Habrakano, Madugi, Botona Toki Venebo, Adu Regadi, rainy season Gimango in Aquina Masi, Department site Karikari Tobayabado, Akogi, Tamagi Matung, the rainy season, Zapsana Nungsurani, Masi Mango in a Hana, Sumasi Mapams, Ukumani, Lokola Sigi, Sinti Toxin, Long Loin Magdoromani, Ojiti, Kai was in the Manowakanda, Masiti, Tono, the Matam Krasangani, High Bomayamsi, Kanbiraganda, Department, the Marine Department, Masiji, Miang Chambiraga, Atomatam Tavolo Koningini.
With camera person Ukrambam Bobo, this is Bhakta Taurangbam, Impact News.
Indian Army, along with Bishnupur district residents, observe World Bicycle Day on the theme Promoting Health, Equity and Sustainability Through Cycling today. As part of the observance, 16 Kumaon Regiment CO flag off a cycle rally from Terakong Sangbi. Around 60 cyclists participated in the cycle rally, which culminated at Ongbaching. First Inner Manipur Parliamentary Constituency counting observers Ghulam Rashul Mir and Guljar Ahmad Dar inspected the venue in Bishnupur district where counting of votes for Lok Sabha polls will be conducted on June 4. They inspected the whole of Mini Secretariat Complex, Bishnupur, where votes will be counted. A 2-day-long training program for 155 counting officers was also carried out at the Panchayat Resource Center in RC Hall, Mini Secretariat Complex, Bishnupur. Proscribed People's Revolutionary Party of Kangleipak Progressive, through a press note, has conveyed message to people of Manipur ahead of the 14th Progressive Day observations. A press note issued by Chairman of Pripak Progressive, Longjam Paliba, maintained that indigenous people of Wizia have been trapped under political formations of Indian government. Centre has not paid attention to the demand of abrogation of SU and implementation of NRC. It further alleged that narco-terrorists and drug cartels who have the backing of Indian government are trying to turn the youths of the state into drug addicts. Federation of Haumi has expressed satisfactions over locals and Thaupai of Sawombung Kabui Khunzao granting permission to erect an indigenous pillar for indigenous people in the state at Sawombung area. Federation of Haumi also lauded locals of Sawombung for the same. Sawombung Kabui Khunzao Thaupai had handed over the signed agreement paper for installations of indigenous pillar to Federation of Haumi on May 23 this year. Government, private, central and government-aided schools in the state will further remain closed till June 4 in view of widespread destructions and inconveniences caused to many households due to rains and floods in the state. Education as Department, the Government of Manipur had earlier declared closure of all the schools in the state till May 3. In a release which is signed by Education as Director L. Nandakumar, it has been informed that admission process in schools and colleges will also halted till June 4. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on Kangleipak Students Association's allegations of violation of norms of Manipur Education Service 2012. So keep watching Impact News.
Maidingu Institute of Aviation and Hospitality, Changangai Airport Road, Imphal. Admission open for new batch 4, Commercial Pilot License Training, Certificate Course in Air Hostess Training, Diploma in Airport and Airlines Management, Diploma in Hotel Management and BVoc in Hotel Management. For more details, please contact the numbers shown on the screen. Maidingu Institute of Aviation and Hospitality.
Manto, kada jatiru bano.
Shunu pia tomi tuki class 11 tamna ba home loge na chalu bane.
Sial thui sang da ba. Larik su phajana takpi ba. Aduga ne angang singbu ningthina sembi ba. Hairagadi kwa kaithel da leibani. Delta Advanced School se. Masina mafaram ni manto.
Adom kalengi maisa maragda asumna humai humaga leiba pambibra. Natraga asumna nungaine AC manungda relax tawraga adongi daily thabak tawba pambibra. Asumna relax oina thabak tawbininglabadi mezo hapta AC brand makhal suna leizare loan gi khudong chabasu leizagani. Akupa marol gi damak lengsan biraksi mezo hap kai sampat konjeng Hajari Lekai Audit Sangai Express.
Imphal East ki Nomai Chingda Laiba State Institute of Hotel Management Manipur ke academic session 2024-25 ke admission hausare course singi BAC Hospitality and Hotel Administration, BBA Travel and Tourism Management, Diploma Aviation and Hospitality, Hospitality course singi oina 100% placement amadi well qualified faculty amasung hostel gi khudong chabasu leizari. Akupa marol gi dama SISM gi city campus ta laklaga natraga screen the picture ba contact number, website amadi email di khanglaba yagani.
Welcome back. After the break, you're watching Primetime English Bulletin. Kangleipak Students Association has decried over the alleged attempt to absorb the post of Program Officer Right to Education and Assistant Program Officer Right to Education to Grade 2 and Grade 3 post of Manipur Education Service MES by violating norms. KSA has made it clear that the process to absorb these posts is not acceptable. Regarding the absorption of PORTE and APORTE in the duty post of Manipur Education Service Rule 2012, KSA had called a press conference today at its headquarters in Koyatong, Imphal, and speaking to media, the association HRD Secretary Toizam Ranakumar said employees who have no BEd degree, having less than 10 years of experience in teaching professions and having no record of regular service, and also those who have not appeared the Tier 3 exam conducted by MPSC cannot be promoted to MES Grade 2 and 3 posts according to MES Rules 2012. He maintained that the High Court had scrapped the 2 posts for violation of norms after Manipur Education Service had absorbed it on December 19, 2012. While expressing strong disagreement over the violation of rules, Ranakumar urged relevant authorities to look into the matter and also warn of stir if the laid down norms are violated.
MS2 amasung MS3 da post kya hangduna lagi haba kesena khangjai MS ki han base 2016 da khan khiba natana ngasi phawda vacancy hoi phana leiduna su recruitment tawduna leiba sahi tare pharak le sana kanglona yaraba matik charaba hoi candidate amadi oja kaya amana recruitment ne si amtang taroladi haina ngaine nge chana sida hanjin na chana kalon je sum thugai raga da torok pa se khoi sana kalon gi wang da PO amasung APO bu Manipur Education Service ta pusinna ba sum lengan honai ba se mioi khara gi interest ni masi leba mayang interest na te ha ba se hajininge MS ki hang yo posting se machine gi harabadi MPS na loba hoi gi sigum laba examination tharaga matik chaba candidate sina mention gadam hajining.
A combined team of Kaching District Police and 37 Assam Rifle has recovered arms and explosives during a search operation conducted at Moltingcham village in Chandel district. The search operation was carried out at around 7 a.m. today by the combined team led by OC Commando S. Birla under the supervision of Kaching District SP TH Vikramjeet and additional SP Operation Binoy Chongtham. 436 HE grenades without fuse and detonator, 2 Pompi, 3 bullets for 12 bore cartridges, 5 2-inch mortar smoke shells, 2 helmets, 3 bulletproof sets were recovered in the operations. The recovered items have been handed over to Sugnu Police Station for further legal actions. Garments and footwear showroom Manikunj Moment in Pauna Bazaar suffered a loss of over 50 lakh rupees in the recent flood. Speaking to media, owner of Manikunj Moment showroom Manoj Kumar Jain said footwear and clothes which were kept at his store are all branded products. He said it will be hard to restore and revive the showroom post inundations. Manoj Kumar maintained that all the garments and footwear which are left in unsellable conditions by flood water will be donated to violence-affected displaced persons and flood-affected people residing at relief camps.
सरकार ना मतंग पांगबा मने इंश्योरेंस कंपनी ना तौजबा मनी अदुदी मतम अमुक चंगनी आइदी रिवाइव तोबदा खुदा गिदी आइदी कंपनी ना सु पैसा दुम पीरो हायरकनी अदुदी मेन मानता दे आइगे लास्ट 30-40 इयर्स दा इना तानबा इज्जत तुदी इना पैसा करिमा कंपनी दा थिनबीदरगदी मोइदी इज्जत मांगनी है बाइगी मसीगी पोचिदी रिलीफ कुंबदा दुम पीननबा आई अदुसु तौजरके मरमदी आइगी योनबसु यारो आइगी दुकान सु इज्जत लैबा दुकान नि ममिंग लैबा दुकान नि कनानसु एंगोंदा स्टेन लैबा दागी लैबा पोची कनासु पामोय अदु आइनसु मसीदा आइगी रिलायबल होइबा कस्टमर आइगी याम थाजाबा कस्टमर मैम दसु आइना दुगुमा तौसु तौनिंगदे आई लास्ट 30-40 इयर्स द कमाइरिबा इज्जत मैम दुना इदी करिसु दुदा ब्लैक डॉट लाखनिंगद्रे अदु रिलीफ ता दुम लोइन मक आइगी लेजना सुदोगा खंगदे अमा खंगदे करिगुमा संस्थान करिगुमा ना मसीगी फिबम दुम पामगसु आई दुम पिजारके कइसु दुगे कइसु लैतेबा.
4 Assam Rifles conducted free medical camp for around 100 flood victims of Mantripukri Mercyland who are taking shelter at Mantripukri Bazaar Community Hall Relief Camp. The medical camp was held under the aegis of IGAR South. Assam Rifles had also installed a mobile toilet for flood-affected people. About 80 individuals availed a free health checkup and medicines at the camp. Mention may be made that an ailing 16-year-old woman, Amijan from Lilong Chandakong, had died at the relief camp yesterday. She was previously residing at the rented house in Mantripukri Mercyland with her 3 grandchildren.
Leibam Neragasu, Sabam, local Emile, Adi Mayam, Pibi Ragaso, number 1 point, the toilet Lataba. Toilet Latabadu, Narang de Nungdang and the Pop, Hongarganga City Mobile, Toilet, Makinbire, Masigi, the Mutasu for the Sam Life and Boiling Latana, Hansan and then Tagasari, Safarta Roba missing Asibo Anna, yet took the Nava Haidana, a hand publication, Lobidana, Equina Haina Ruba, Tonoruba Lake Ragasu, Medican Camp Hangdana, Makoji, Araba, for Tataraga Honabi, Begida Mutasu for the Sam Life and Bo, Hana Tagasari, Kudong. Hokpasi ngarang ahing haitare nahan gi nongdang tegi relief camp da lady ni HAJARIMAYUM ising to men tholokpa bhara da leiba adugum laba ahal lama aikoi khanghaudana over 5 torokpa tegi nongalakpada pung ahunga minute kunda leigidre.
Chief Medical Officer Imphal East organized free health camps at Liberal College Luang Sangbam and Namdulong Flood Relief Camp as part of its ongoing initiative to give health attention to flood-affected people. Free medicines were also distributed during the health camp. BJP spokesperson Elangbam Johnson initiated post-flood cleanup in Kaisamthong constituency. He also distributed essential items to flood-affected families in Kaisamthong constituency. Members of Arambay Tengol Unit 18 distributed edible items to children and elderly people in Imphal East District's Kautruk village who have been affected by unrest and violence since the past more than 1 year. The edible items were distributed during an event which was held at Kautruk Lai Haraufam Community Hall. Speaking on the occasion, Kautruk Ching Meirapaibi Secretary Thangzam Laima highlighted the plights of locals as they cannot return to their respective houses which are situated in the foot of Kautruk Hill. She maintained that most of the locals are daily wage earners. Laima said Kadangban, Kautruk and Senjam Chirang are frequently attacked by armed Kuki assailants and these villages are close to Kuki bunkers. Laima lauded Arambay Tengol Unit 18 for helping out displaced people at relief camps and for safeguarding the area.
Isasing isusing sibu mabukning pen na bagi awabado layhanda na bagi kauhan na bagi ngahagta orabso kauthok na bagi damakta makoina asa thagien biduna pichabi bagi ju hainangai leitana unit 18 bo hanna aigi site tagi makoi bu ngamkai leitana thagatsari aduga angang singnasu haraujabasi urakanda amukka henasu aigi thamoi ju nungaiba amadi haraubodo haujai haiba wafamje thamjage.
National Disaster Response Force is still engaged in evacuations and relief efforts at Imphal East District's Larikyangban Laikai, where various low-lying areas have been inundated due to collapse of Imphal River. Even though some of the areas saw decrease in water level in the past 24 hours, few areas are still submerged in water. Member of Ward Number 5 M. Ibetombi is distributing food items to flood-affected people of the area. The food items were donated by wife of Chief Minister and Birain. Positions holders and subject toppers from Kakching district in the COSEM Class 12 examination were felicitated during an event carried out by Voice of Kakching and Management Committee, Angan Ching Eco Park. As part of the event, a tree plantation program was conducted at Angan Ching Eco Park. Class 12 science stream 3rd position holder M. Sania, 9th position holder Mangte Manghoi Kim Kom and 11th position holder Likla Nomaitem along with psychology subject topper Len Chenbi Yandembam were felicitated during the program. Students also participated in an interactive sessions with Vice Chancellor of DM University, Professor N. Ras Mohan, which was held on the topic Education Sector in Kakching, the Way Forward. Senior Citizens Association Nambol Constituency Isok Apunba Development Committee, Indian Red Cross Society Bishnupur District Branch, Chayata Foundation India, Chingfulen Sidana Chingu Pangalba Thaugalup, Isok Football Club, Social Welfare Club, Isok jointly organized a tree plantation program along the road stretch that connects Terapokpi with Tel in Chingfu, Qingzhou. The program was conducted as part of the upcoming World Environment Day 2024. As part of the month-long observance on World Environment Day 2024 by Directorate of Environment and Climate Change, Government of Manipur, a day-long cleanliness program was carried out along the Masjid Road in Nambu River Bank. Directorate of Environment and Climate Change and CRED jointly held the cleanliness program. Under the aegis of Nambu River Development Organization, NRDO, YCS Club also organized cleanliness and plantation drive along the Nambu River Bank in Haubam Marak, Kangzam Laikai, Ngangom Laikai and Nongtongbam Laikai. CCSK President Jitendra Ningomba has been selected for the Presidential Humanitarian Award of Indian Icon Awards 2024. Kitescraft Productions has been hosting the award, which is conferred to various individuals from all walks of life across the country for their social contributions. Besides Jitendra Ningomba, RDNPR SNO Kumukcham Ibochoba has been selected for the Leadership Award in Innovations and Public Relations, and Oinam Thoiba of One Vision Manipur has also been listed as recipient of Presidential Award for Social Welfare. Names of award recipients were announced during the 3rd editions of IIA, which was held yesterday. Election Commission of India (ECI) has initiated necessary security measures to ensure free and transparent counting of votes on June 4 for the 18th Lok Sabha elections. ECI has also provided central forces to prevent any post-poll violence based on assessment provided by the states and central observers. Andhra Pradesh and West Bengal have been provided with security forces for 15 days after counting days. Similarly, Uttar Pradesh, Orissa, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh have been provided security forces till 2 days after counting day. Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Wholesalers and retailers of pharmaceutical products in Imphal city suffer losses of about ₹15 crore due to the recent flood. 6 assistance from relevant departments of government. People express fear of another flood as monsoon approaches northeast region, urges government to take necessary steps to fix vulnerable river banks before the onset of monsoon in the state. An Election Commission of India initiates necessary security arrangement for counting of votes, directs for deployment of security forces in few states in order to prevent post-poll violence. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Come up next is Prime Time Manipur Bulletin. So have a great evening and stay safe.
From the very first moment